Alright, Milsurp Garage here with the Schmidt Rubin Buttplate project. That's right, you're looking at clay. Alright, after some research, here's what I come up with. This stuff, the Sculpey stuff, is a polymer clay. So there isn't actually any clay material in it at all. It's a polymer material that's supposed to be better than regular clay in the respect that when you bake it to harden it, it's not supposed to swell, shrink, crack. It's supposed to remain exactly the way it looks when you bake it. You're supposed to bake it for, I think it's 275 for 15 minutes for every 1/4 inch of thickness. So I tried to match the color as best as possible. I went with a brown suede, it was called. That seems to match pretty good. I got myself a set of, it's a cheap set, but I mean, I don't need to go crazy. Like I said, all of this stuff altogether wasn't even 25 bucks. This is some woodworking tools here, because I literally have nothing, so it's definitely better than nothing. And some clay working tools here. These loops in here are what's interesting, that you actually drag them across to flatten it. See the loops in there. And these wooden tools. Cheap stuff, but to tell you the truth, this is exactly what I was looking for. And I have a dowel right here that before I bake, I could use this to make a relief for the screw hole. Although I'm not even sure if I'm going to do that, because this stuff is, what's good about this stuff also is that it's very, very, it's friendly to being sanded, drilled, anything like that after it hardens. Whereas regular clay, once it hardens, you could go to drill it and literally just split it right in half. I mean, I'm not exactly making a very thick piece, so I would have to be careful. You wouldn't want to just shove a huge drill bit into what you're doing. You know, you might want to make a pilot hole and do it nice and easy, but it does take to sanding and drilling a little bit better than regular clay. And that's about it. So my plan is, you see, I already scribed the relief in the top there. My idea is here, let's see if I can verbalize this. Since it sits like this, basically, you see, to start relieving all that wood to recess it in and fit it, that would be tough. And what happens down here near the bottom is that as you relieve it and you move this forward, this is going to move forward. It doesn't look like it would move forward far, but it would move forward about that much, about that much. Look at how fast this tapers down. So it being all the way back here, it's in the perfect spot right now, just touching right at the edge of where the bottom of that wood is. Perfectly. Oh, I had this in the perfect spot. There we go. And if I relieve this at all and bring it in, it's not going to reach. The bottom isn't going to reach. That's just my worry. This is the way I look at it. I could try anything right now with clay, and if I fail, all I got to do is tap out with a screwdriver and break up some clay and get rid of it, and I'm right back to where I was. And even this relief that I would cut into the top right there wouldn't necessarily mess anything up if I was going to try to cut the wood away to fit it up against what's there, because I would be going further in than that anyway. So I guess I just got nothing to lose is what I'm saying. I'm just going to give it a try. And my idea is just that it can sit much the way it's sitting right now, is the way it would be on there. This being relieved here That's why I bought the woodworking tools. I just need to cut that out, just that little bit there, that 1/8 of an inch or whatever that is, that 1/16 of an inch that drops down and that's flat. And then a little hole could be drilled there. It looks like there's just about enough meat on the wood, if you don't go crazy drilling the hole, for that to seat there. And I'll drill a hole, either drill a hole through the clay or relieve it when I put it in there for the hole in the back, the hole on the bottom in the back here. Where the hell is my hand? Oh, over here. And the rest of that is just going to be, it's just going to be filled up and it's just going to be flat on there. And like I said, I tried to match the color as best as possible. It's close, but can always be painted. This stuff can always be painted. But if you look at it, really, it's only a sliver that you'd see. You really are not even really going to see much. Look, I know having clay, it sounds funny, and you're like, what is this guy doing? He's putting clay on his gun. But I just want to give this a shot. Optimally, it would be nice to just relieve the wood and have it on there, but whoever cut it flat already shortened the length of pull, and I don't want to go any further in, and then it doesn't mesh up right, and then what? Then I just trash the stock. If it doesn't match up right down here on the bottom when it's relieved inwards, I mean, I guess you could always sand it to match and everything. I know, I realize that even if you had to slightly bobtail the bottom of that or whatever to match up to the butt plate, it wouldn't be horrible. And then you know, with all that sanding and cutting and stuff like that, then you could just restain the wood or BLO it, and at least then it would just be wood and metal. I understand, but I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I want to give this a shot and really see what it's going to look like. Like, what did it cost me? $24, and I end up with a nice set of, a decent set of woodworking tools here for future stuff. And these little guys that could be used for, I don't know, just about anything. So I'm going to give this a shot.